Hey!
Yo 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 yo.
What's up, Jess?
Good morning.
Loren, LoRosa.
Hey.
Charlamagne is out, and it's Juneteenth. What's up, guys?
Black, 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 and black, 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 black.
Black.
Can we play sounds of blackness all day on the radio, like every single song? Well, we know, Jess. Jess, we know. Why didn't he say black right?
Yeah, because he ain't black.
Yes, I am.
You celebrating Juneteenth or just June?
Juneteenth. Just June. June would just be pride if it was just June.
Right. Well.
Oh my goodness. Well, today, if you're out and about, we're gonna be all over the place. First, we're gonna be at American Dream Mall with Honey Baby. We're gonna be interviewing her and talking to her at American Dream for Juneteenth. And then after, I'm going to Queens Roy Wilkins Park. If you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket. It's free. So you can pull up even if you don't have a ticket. But they're asking everybody to get a ticket just so they know how many people are there, because it's going to be so much fun. Free events, free rides. I'll be DJing in the park, and I'm bringing some special guests to perform as well. So I can't wait to see you guys later on.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, let's get the show cracking. Kirk Franklin will be joining us this morning. Also, Chuck Norris.
Chuck Morris. Oh. Chuck Norris is the Walker, Texas Ranger.
Oh.
This is a black man. He's way shorter.
Okay.
And that's messed up. But he is Dr. Chuck Morris.
All right, and we'll tell you all about Dr. Chuck Morris. He might have something that'll save a lot of big backs. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about that later, all right? Since it's Juneteenth, let's play Sounds of Blackness. A gentleman called the other day. Was his name John? I don't know why I thought his name was John. John or Jason. Begins with a J. He wanted to hear Sounds of Blackness. I told him today I will. And let's get it on. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's a new day. This is your time to get it off your chest. Wake up. Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on the Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. This is James calling from North Carolina.
What's up, James? Get it off your chest, brother.
Nothing much. Good morning, everyone. Jazzy Jess, what's up?
What's up?
I saw this advertisement on Instagram the other day about these sneakers that they're for men. They give you 3 inches of height. They like lifts. And it had me thinking, at first I was like, that's a pretty good idea. But then I thought, isn't that lying kind of like
that is ridiculous.
Women with
that is so lame. Why would you want to do that? That's so corny. Why can't we just be happy with what God gave us?
Because what if he's like 4'11" and he's sick of it?
He's still 4'11", even in them sneakers. And you're going to look extra dumb when you come out them sneakers in front of the whatever girl you're trying to impress. She's going to be like, what happened?
That's what I was getting to. That's what I was getting to, Charlamagne. Like, isn't that lying? Kind of like with women with the weave and the push-up balls and all that stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people use those sneakers, and they say those sneakers actually work, and you can't tell. Like, they look natural. And they even got something else where they put a heel in the sneaker to make you look a little tall as well.
Yeah, they look natural until you take them off. Imagine you meet the girl of your dreams talking about you. I met this dude. He about 5'9",
right.
5'10".
Right.
Until you take them sneakers off. And then she's like, what the hell?
He a clown, though, because he literally just was like out wigs and push-up bras. That is totally different. What are you talking about?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's the same thing. You meet this girl, she got big-ass breasts, and then she take off her bra.
The breasts still big. They just not perky.
They're just not sitting up. Like,
they're just not perky. Them
they're on the floor.
But to take off your shoes and be like 5'5", and I thought she was 5'8", is disrespectful.
That is.
Or the same thing. You got beautiful hair. You think your hair is so beautiful, and then she put the wig on the side. The same thing.
I don't mind a wig.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Same thing.
A wig is different because a wig. It's not like she's trying to pretend that her hair is actually her hair with a wig. You know it's a wig.
You trying to act like you Will Smith, but you Carlson.
Now I got to freaking Jazzy Jeff you and throw your ass up.
Right.
Jesus. Thank you, brother.
He done ordered them.
He ordered them already. He definitely ordered them. He ordered every color.
Yep.
Hello, who's this?
What's up? This DJ Rock, a.k.a. Mr. Myrtle Beach. What's happening?
Myrtle
What's up,
Beach.
Rock? Get it off your chest.
What's happening in the Myrtle, man? I love Myrtle Beach. Grew up in Myrtle Beach, man.
What's happening, Charlamagne? What's up, Charlamagne? What's happening?
What's happening, brother?
Look, I heard this lady call up like a month or so ago trying to give you flowers, talking about how handsome you are and all that. I said, look, man, somebody to call and let Jess know that she a barbershop legend, for real.
Barbershop legend.
Jess, you fine. Let me tell you what happened, Jess. You remember there was a clip on your Instagram that you did, I think, like your boyfriend woke you up and was like, who was this on your phone or something like that? And you was like, who's this? You had some red panties on laying in the bed. Look at bro. Everybody in the barbershop was talking about that day.
That was so many years ago, wasn't it? Wasn't that like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago or something?
Everybody came in the barbershop like, man, you seen that clip with Jess? She was laying in the bed and the boyfriend woke up. Everybody was like, yeah, dog.
Oh,
yeah, that was a skit. I was in Miami. That's the one. And then Jamie Foxx commented on that too. Yeah, I remember that.
Different. You know what? He not lying because people be in my group chat and they be like, yo, my bad, Charlamagne. And then it'll be a clip of Jess in some Tubi movie. Busting it open or something.
Excuse me, no, this is not an opportunity to go to Tubi.
I'm kidding. She a group chat legend.
Everybody in the barbershop saw that clip, man. It was like, yeah,
Since we talking, it hit my group chat too. I had to block everybody. I'm like, don't talk my sis like that now.
And they think saying my bad is gonna be my bad, Charlamagne. Like,
exactly.
They think saying that is cool.
Whatever.
Yo, Jess,
you could just blush it. Thank you, brother. Get it off your chest. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This Ben, man. How y'all doing?
What's up, brother? Get it off your chest.
What's up, brother Ben?
Man, hey, I called a couple weeks. First of all, good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, these people out here swerving. I had to, you know.
Hey, you was swerving?
Yeah, turn
that jello ball on.
Nah, these people out here swerving, but they drive crazy in the morning. But
that jello ball.
Yo, I called a couple weeks ago, and I was complaining about my girl and her dog in the dog here, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah. Fast forward a couple weeks later, her mama here for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. Let me start off by saying this. Me and my mother-in-law, we cool, we icy. That's my girl. I love her to death.
Okay.
You know, best grandma, everything.
But there's a but coming.
Yep.
Pause.
But me and her finna fall out.
Wow.
She is letting these dogs run all around the house.
Boy, them dogs,
Okay,
them dogs gonna be the death of you, bro. You gonna let them dogs get you all the way up.
No, I'm gonna be the death of them dogs. They ain't gonna kill me. They ain't gonna get up out of here.
Damn.
Yo, I come home from work. As soon as I touch my door, who meeting me at the door?
The dog.
The dog. I go in the house. First thing I see is, you know, you got the little tray table or whatever, you know, you pull out for the little kids to eat on and stuff.
Yep.
It's hair all over the little table. I'm looking around now. This is my mother-in-law now. I can't say nothing to her. So I'm going to call and just vent to y'all. I'm going to talk to y'all just like, I'm going to say to y'all what I want to say. Hey, lady, I'm about to send you back to Puerto Rico. Because me and you cool, but you let these dogs run all around my house. My old lady already told you I don't like this. Like, listen, we cool, I love you, but put these goddamn dogs where they supposed to be at. In there behind the little doggy gate, and don't let them come out until I say so. Let them go in the backyard. You going, and you ain't never coming back.
Are they chihuahuas?
No, man, it's a American pit and a poodle.
They gotta stay.
Bro, you might as well just be at one with the dog, man. You might as well just cuddle the dog, pet the dog, and let the dog be your best friend, bro, at this point.
Yeah.
You can always tell your mother-in-law that ice on the way. You be like, look, man, they not playing. They knocking on doors.
Is a state.
They knocking on doors.
I don't even play with that lady. My mother-in-law is a former federal agent. I don't even play with her like that.
They don't know the difference. They said something. They knocking on doors.
What
you know what I'm saying?
They don't know the difference.
Some of the ice people don't know the difference. They knocking on doors.
It's part of the U.S.
Tell her just for her own safety, she might need to just go back to Puerto Rico before she get mixed up.
I ain't even finna play with that lady talking about ice with her. She don't even like to see Trump on TV.
Damn.
All right, Ben. Well, good luck, brother.
Y'all have a good one, man.
All right. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes.
Jess lied to me. Jess told me Chuck Norris was coming.
I did not tell
I was ready to get my Kung Fu on, my Taekwondo and all that.
I said Chuck Morris, Dr. Chuck Morris.
Welcome, Dr. Chuck Morris.
How you doing, Dr. Chuck Morris?
And we can still Kung Fu. I mean, just give you some time to stretch, but we can still Kung Fu if that makes it better.
That's right.
Now, Dr. Chuck Morris, he's from Philly. He is has the first ever fitness coach of Philadelphia. He wrote a book called Stress, the Human Superpower, the Miseducation of Stress. And Jess behind the scenes was telling us that you got a new machine that makes workout. I ain't only got to go to the gym one day, but it's like the workout of 5 days.
She said that's all we need to know is you got a machine.
1 day a week.
Machines.
Oh.
1 day a week, 20 minutes for the last 8 years. 1 day a week.
And he's delivering.
Where's the machine? You got it with you?
It's downstairs. It's going to take me a while to bring it up.
No, but how much is this machine?
Oh, the machine, it is about 58 grand.
What
58 grand. What is it?
Yeah.
Break it down.
So, in essence, we can hold more weight than we can pick up. Like if I'm taking my groceries in, you can put more on me than I can actually pick up, right, as human beings. So the machine gives you the maximum thing that you can handle for time. So it's constantly changing based on what you're doing. So the more you fatigue, the more machine turns it up and turns it down. So when you're done, you've done all you could possibly do. So there's no need for anything more.
20 minutes a session?
That's it.
One day a week?
1 day a week.
Is it healthy?
It's extremely healthy. Because first off, you get your whole week back.
But do you get your cardio? Like, because, they say cardio does your heart.
Or is it like you're doing the stand? Like, what workout is it?
I'm not going to take it. Okay. If I want to get real strong, I'm a power lifter.
Yes.
Heavyweight, maybe 3 reps. I want to get more like a bodybuilder, lighter weight, 12 reps. Everybody heard of that, right?
Yeah.
I want to get shredded, lighter weight even, 30 reps. Well, this machine does all 3 at the same time. Because any one of those you do, you lose the other 2. There's no gravity. So there's no gravity. So there is no way for you to get injured, and it's giving you everything. So when you say, do I do cardio, what makes your heart bump? Your muscles moving. If a car is trying to crush you, your heart pump real fast. And that's basically what she's doing. I call it the precious. So she's pushing on you for strong and it's heavy.
The precious.
The precious.
Yes, she calls the machine
like
precious.
from the movie?
Yes.
Yeah. She's going to take a little bit of your soul, but she won't give it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
She won't give it back.
So how did you hear about this product? Because it's I'm sure this is something, and you can lose weight with this?
Yeah. So every reason why we work out, we get that accomplished. Literally in 1 day. If you think about it right now, in every other part of it, like your consumer world, everything, you can take a phone. From that phone, even though we get irritated, it's going to give you real-time data from a satellite. Your car can even park itself in parallel park. But the gym right now looks like the same gym from 30 years ago. It's the only industry. So it's just science. We're literally using science and the AI to get people stronger, faster. And then we have a whole nother model that's for recovery and stress.
Yes.
Like it's a game changer. It's a game changer because most people don't work out because they say it's because they're not disciplined.
Time and discipline.
And time.
Yeah.
That's not really true. It's not really true.
So what do you think the reason is?
I think the reason is because we failed. Our space failed. All right, okay. I'm so not to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. You name me one consumer experience that you can have. Just name one where you pay for it in the result, you don't get the result, and not only will you pay for it again, but you blame yourself. Pick one. If you go to get your car brakes changed and the brakes don't work, it's a problem.
Correct.
Fitness and wellness is the only space where you can pay me for something. You don't get what you paid for.
A lot of people say marriage.
Oh my God.
Not my marriage. I'm not me.
I've been married for 21 years.
Good, but
love you, man.
I'm just joking.
You messed up happy home.
I mean, that makes sense because you pay for a gym membership. You're there for a year, and you don't get the results, and you still do it, and you don't get the results, and you still do it. That's like some of these subscription-based flat tummy teas.
Yeah, all of that.
And all that stuff.
Because I get to blame you. And then you really think, you know what, you're right. I wasn't disciplined. I didn't stick to the eating plan. Or are they just using bad science? They don't know what they're doing. Just because everybody has a body, that don't mean everybody know the science of how to make the body better.
So break down the machine. How does the machine work? I come to your gym,
right,
and I'm like, Doc, Chuck Morris with an M. I want to gain weight. My son plays football for University of Miami, and he's diesel. I want to match him. But I don't have the time to work out like him or the discipline.
And look at his arm.
Got it. So
yes.
I'm gonna look down because I feel like that was a conversation earlier that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Go ahead.
First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take you through what we call the gray matter assessment. It's a system that we designed. The gray matter is the part of your brain, your nervous system that controls emotion, motor skill, all that. We're gonna take you through a 2-hour assessment.
So I gotta put something on my head or just?
It's gonna be a whole bunch of stuff.
Awesome.
We're gonna measure your body, your movements. We're gonna do all of that kind of stuff. Then we're gonna put together a playbook, which is your prescription of what needs to happen for you to get in the best shape of your life forever. To include literally make your heart, brain, and lungs 5 years younger. And then all you do is show up. So what is experience like? You show up, you want to come in, you going to sit down on the pressures. She going to talk good to you. You going to talk good to her.
Now, you sit down on the pressure. Is it a laying device, or you stand up, or is it in water? Like,
both. So think of it.
People are listening because I don't know.
Okay, here
curious.
we go. So think about you sitting into a cable machine. If you ever been to the gym before, right? So I'm sitting in a big cable machine. And imagine that this cable machine doesn't have pins. Instead of pins, there's motors. And instead of pins, there's a computer screen. And we change the computer screen to adjust for your range of motion. We're gonna do all of that. And then we hit go. And all you do is push for your life. And the machine is adjusting and adapting to you. You feel like it's the worst thing you've ever done in your life, and it's constantly giving you all the pressure that you can possibly take from every range of motion for every movement. So chest press, leg press, curl, overhead press, everything. The computer, the machine, the AI, the pressures is squeezing down on you safely. Because the moment you let go, it stops.
In 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Listen, Charlamagne, I'm sorry.
I'm envy. I'm a handsome one.
You told me you was going to get a higher seat for me. I'm going to tell you, but I'm not going to tell nobody. We have to say it's 20 minutes, because if we don't, everybody going to say we lying. It really only take 8.5.
So 8.5 minutes. So, all right.
Hey,
Now, what about if you wear a wig? Like, if you got a wig and your wig is not too nice, how do they put the machine on your head?
Oh, no. The head on your head is just for the diagnostics. For the actual workout, it's just weights.
Yeah. So if it's just
good, Loren.
Just for diagnostics, that means nothing won't sweat on your face.
Dr. Moore, she don't have a wig on right now. That is her hair, and it looks marvelous.
And if you can't tell, his beard is dyed well today. So what I was trying to make sure of is that
just for men, pause.
Yeah, but
I definitely felt like it was some internal.
You feel that? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But there is no wig on.
Do you want to go to the gym once, and that one time is like 5 days? Well, Dr. Chuck Morris is here. He's going to explain how. Jess,
how did you get into this? Like, what made you want to work out this way instead of going to the gym, every day or 3 or 4 days out the week? How did you arrive here?
Because I really, honestly want people to change their life. I had to figure out what's getting in the way. And everybody said, I don't have time and I'm not getting results. And there's too much science out here. I didn't design the machine. I just grabbed it and then put together a whole bunch of other machines to make them work together. And what I saw was only 8% of the population has a fitness program, but it's $1 trillion business. That's crazy. But people said, I want to get results and I need time back. So I said, okay, well, how do we do that? Where do we find that? And that really drove us into this model of giving people their time back. So I wanted people to say, I can do it for real and I'll win. And that took us down Australia, Germany, Singapore. We went searching all over the world for how do we get people to actually guarantee their results and make it happen faster.
Yeah.
And that was like the genesis of that. And then the whole stress thing, that became, I didn't see that coming. So like you mentioned the book, Stress the Human Superpower. What spawned that was 13. So 13 years ago, anybody that knew me, I was one of the healthiest people that they know. Hands down, period. And I thought I had pink eye. So it was bothering me, it was irritating me, I go to my physician, he does a great, phenomenal eye exam. You're right, you do have pink eye. That was the entire eye exam. Gave me a script, I took the pills. 3 days later, I'm balled up in a living room floor with blankets and stuff over my head in the most excruciating pain I have ever been in my life. It felt like somebody had spike gloves on, twisting down my nervous system. They finally said, we got to get you to the hospital. So they go to take me outside. First time I've been out the door in 3 days. The sunlight hit my eyelids and I hit the ground, almost peed on myself because of the pain. They take me to South Jersey eye surgeons. I didn't have pink eye. He misdiagnosed me. I had ulcers on my eyes from chronic stress.
Oh, wow.
Actual ulcers. And his medication that he gave me made them grow. So I'm the healthiest person that anybody knows that know me, and I had been doing it for a long time, and I didn't know that chronic stress had created ulcers in my eyes. And that's when I said, okay, we got to deal with the stress thing. Because this is crazy, it's killing people. And that's what drove us down the stress and how does the brain work, which became kind of like our calling card for everything that we do. So now everything that we do is recovery. based on the nervous system. So the fitness thing is super cool because that gets people in the building like, hey, okay. But then when they get there, they find out that, hey, listen, we're going to get you out of chronic pain and get you out of chronic stress.
Yeah.
And that's how we actually like change people's lives.
How much is the procedure? So if somebody wants to come to the gym, is there a membership? Do they have to pay per? Like, how does it work?
It's not a procedure, Envy.
The workout program.
Okay, workout program. Procedure. Like,
so, yeah, they can get just a recovery thing, cost them about $100, $125 just for a little recovery session. And then if they want to actually have a membership, it ranges from $650 to $1,250 per month.
And they need it once a week.
Once a week.
Now, can you go more than once a week? Are you taking people more than once a week?
We take people more than once a week because now your fitness.
Schwarzenegger, like, why do you need more once a week?
To your point,
dude, Jesus.
So the exercise is done. So you're not doing any more exercise. That's done. The rest of the week is all the recovery stuff.
Gotcha.
Sciatic pain, jaw pain, MS, like all those other recovery things. That's what you do for the rest of the week.
So my question to you is: so you do that? So you never lift weights? You only do the machine?
Yeah, that's it. Now, yeah.
And how long you been
years.
doing it? So for 8 years, you haven't touched the weight. You just do the machine.
I do a body weight on Sundays. I do a body weight program. That's it.
And then what about diet? Like, does diet have any effect on it at all? Like,
diet does. Okay. Diet does have a big effect on it. That's why we do customized nutrition program with AI, all that kind of stuff. But with that being said, here's the catch. They be messing the diet thing up. That's why it's killing everybody. Calories in, calories out. Everybody heard that, right? Cut your calories down, lose weight. If that worked, we'd be the fittest like people in the nation. It don't work. It's not true. It's literally not true. If you take an apple, and the apple has 5 batteries in it, and I put it in my body, I don't get to dictate where those batteries go. The calories in, calories out is based on a closed loop, perfect system. And that's not what the body is. So when we try to deal with diet, we say, hey, here's the perfect eating for you, for your heart, for your lungs, for everything. But don't start there. Just don't drink sugar. Like, we pick little stuff. Because when you start training and you increase the muscle, you increase your bone density and your stress levels go down and the inflammation in your body goes down, you can eat almost whatever you want.
Okay.
But don't tell Jess.
Okay.
I'm trying to get her to eat clean.
Yes.
Yeah, the diet thing
That's
is
just what she had this morning for breakfast.
Oh my God.
No,
It was only half.
Sorry.
She could eat half.
Half
if
of
she
a
working
sausage,
out.
egg, and cheese croissant with a little bit of ketchup.
A little bit
And
of
it had ketchup.
It was
That's
half.
vegetables.
Just half. She had other half.
She
We
be
good.
disrespectful in the morning. Doc, like crazy. Like,
He has chocolate
She
pastries
just getting started though.
and raspberry sugar every day. Every day.
I don't drink coffee.
Okay,
That's my little.
that's the hit.
Okay. Now.
Sugar.
All right, well here we go. Do y'all work out?
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite part?
None of it.
Why do you work out?
Because if not, I'd probably be big as a house.
Okay.
I don't know if I'd be big as a house, but healthy. Like, I walk on the treadmill for 30, 45 minutes, 12 and a half on 3.5. Then I just do, body part weights.
Got you.
Nothing crazy. I play basketball, things like that. But
How much time a week does that take you?
I used to do it a lot more, but I got these 2 dogs, and these 2 dogs are busting my ass. But I would do it like 4 times a week.
All right.
In the morning before work.
How about you?
No, nothing. Not at all. I go to sleep.
Okay. Why not? In your opinion?
A week's too
I
heavy.
just don't. First of all, I don't have a weight.
Oh my God.
I just don't. And also, so before I was here more, I would do just like walk, like going outside and walking or treadmill. Right. Not because of like weight loss or anything, obviously, I'm giving, but because I just felt like I needed to be active. Like my body didn't feel like it was moving right. But now I don't do anything because I'm working so much.
So that's like everybody in the country.
But your machine sounds like, it doesn't sound real, so it sounds scary.
It
sounds too good to be true.
Yeah,
right?
like it sounds like something that like
20 minutes.
And then, it sounds like something years from now I'm gonna have like something going on with myself because
I'm gonna start shaking, doing the shake. Like,
listen, that's only because y'all don't know. It's just because you didn't know.
You're right.
If you knew the science, you might. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But all right, I'm gonna make it easy.
Okay.
Make it easy. Here we go. Money back guarantee. We've been doing that for 15 years. We've never had to give anybody money back. Money back guarantee. Here's the deal. You give me 60 minutes in the entire week. 60 minutes for the whole week. And if I don't change your life, you get all your money back.
How long will it take?
I love that question. How long does it take in the gym normally for you?
I mean, it could take weeks. It could take weeks.
If you had to guess, what would you say?
It depends how hard you go in the gym.
So let's say you go normal.
It depends what I want to do.
For you on your normal, when you in your flow, how many weeks do you think it might take you to? For you, when you look at it like, oh, yo, I see.
3 weeks. 3 weeks straight.
Okay, 3
2 weeks straight. 2.5 weeks straight.
All right, so most people, anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, it takes somebody to change.
I can see my body changing in about 2.5, 3 weeks. I can see my body.
You can see it. Beautiful. Now, let's assume, just say you had a couple of off weeks. Let's say it takes you 6 weeks. 6 weeks in my world is literally 6 days. It is literally 6 hours.
What the hell are you talking about?
Come on, baby.
They just got to try, right?
Listen, you can't believe it. Everything you try to do is going to tell you that it's wrong until you do it.
Do you want to go to the gym once and that one time is like 5 days? Well, Dr. Chuck Morris is here. He's going to explain how. Loren.
If you can help Envy with his arms in the next month, I'll be there every day.
Yeah, she got a problem with how little his arms
That's
are.
a good challenge.
Listen.
If he can come in here with a cut sleeve shirt before the summer is over, proudly. Because some days he just come in here.
Look, we have to be specific of what the ask is. So what's the ask? Is it the
I
summer?
want everything. I want everything.
This is why we get along. This is why we gonna get along.
I want.
Come on,
Chris Brown.
You want to look like Chris Brown?
All right, now look. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Look just like this.
I'm tell you, I got a rule.
What's that?
You don't have to use your powers for good. I'm not responsible for what happened after the super sexy kick in.
Look, I'm married. So I might have 7 kids. But I want to rip the shirt off like, nah.
All right, now, if you want to rip the shirt off, we will have to mess with your eating. We do got to mess with your food.
Yes.
Michael B. Jordan. That's what I need.
Oh, yeah.
Michael B. Jordan. How long it take me to get the Michael B. Jordan?
Hold on,
How much that cost, too?
Hold on. We do the math. Carry the one.
Give
me September.
September.
My birthday.
September. Ooh, when your
birthday?
birthday?
My birthday September 3rd, Virgo season.
Let's go,
September 3rd.
You come tomorrow.
I'm ripping my shirt off,
September.
and it better be Michael B. Jordan.
Period.
Woo! Okay, focus, Charlie. I'm sorry. I get excited.
If it looks like Khaled, me and you fighting, I want the Michael B. Jordan.
I ain't gonna make you fat. Like, he can't make you fat. Yo.
Sound Khaled. But I want the Michael B. Jordan.
Listen.
I want the Michael B. Jordan.
I'm gonna give you what you need.
But you really should do that. You know, in the barbershop, they have the 1, 2, 3. You should have 1 to Michael B. Jordan, 2 to John Majors, 3 to Chris Brown, 4. Like, so be like, I want the 1.
You know what? I like that.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
And we're going to get Loren to Clarissa Shields. We want her to look. No,
you don't want to. That's a lot of working out. She's very in shape.
She is.
I just want to be there real cute. Like, let me just come in every now and then.
Huh? You keep looking at the old model. We doing something different.
Oh, because I don't got to do as much.
Yeah.
Well,
I got to get my hair braided to be doing all this.
You're going to do as much.
You don't sweat?
It's going to be as much time. No, I ain't say that. You won't do as much.
Yeah.
It just won't be as much time.
Well, how can people get in touch with you and find out more about it? And where are you located?
We are 575 Madison Avenue.
Okay. So that's between what?
Between 56 and 57th and Madison.
Oh, I can walk. All right.
Yeah, we right here. And you
how
can go
bad will I be after the first day? Do I get sore like your real workouts?
First off, don't call it. Don't say that this ain't a real workout.
Okay,
I got offended. I got offended right there. I got a little offended. Yeah, I got a little offended. The other part of it is we're gonna do the recovery right after the workout, so you're not even gonna be sore. I ain't want to tell you that because you already told me I'm lying. Yeah, we're gonna do recovery right afterwards, so you're not even sore.
Yeah,
I'm serious. I'm coming tomorrow. Let me see. Let me see what this is about.
I'm serious. All right, and then my last question: any negative long-term effects, like anything? That, because I know people will want to know that because this is some too good to be true, Dr. Morris.
Listen, every reason why we work out, you're getting it done.
What I gotta wear?
Whatever you want to wear.
A dress.
You wear regular clothes.
I don't know if it's something you gotta wear because it got.
I've been in Godspeed, like this, like you going to the gym.
I've been in there and I've seen people like men that have on suits. I've seen workout clothes. I've seen I went in there with a skirt on one time and I was like, oh, I forgot. So I had to go put on some leggings. But it ain't what you think. You don't got to get your hair braided to go do it. You really don't.
It's not going to sweat out?
Yeah, no, it's not. I promise you. I be in there full face of makeup because I go right after work.
Well, Doc?
Yeah. So, I'm sorry to answer your question. Our IG. So it's Dr. Chuck, PhD. Or you can just Midtown Biohack. Okay. So Midtown Biohack is our IG. And mine is Dr. Chuck, PhD.
I just want to tell you, it's the wildest, Loren, that the person that found this out is the person that don't want to go to the gym. It's a lazy mother effer that wants to smoke and drink. And Jess was the one that found it. Jess with the what?
Necessity. The mother of all invention. Necessity.
See, God will use. He will use anybody. He will use, and he used me to bring you to them because they need, especially them arms. You got to get them.
Oh my God.
Got to get them
you gonna
working
talk
out.
offline.
I got you.
I got a video I'll show you. You ain't gonna want to talk.
I got a video for him too.
You ain't gonna want to
It's
talk.
Dr. Chuck Morris. We appreciate CEO of Midtown Biohack, and it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. I'll see you tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. LoRosa is here, and we got a special guest in the building.
Yes, we do.
Kirk Franklin, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
I feel like I live here.
That's fine.
yeah?
That's a good thing.
I feel like I live here. What is this? What is it, like the 20,000th time?
I'm good with it.
I'm just humbled by that.
I'm glad you're here. Well, first of all, welcome and congratulations for being honored at the BET Awards this year. How was that feeling?
Oh, nervous. Had bubble guts.
Really?
What?
You are the performer of
Kirk, you
performers.
always on the road.
Bro,
How?
I am always nervous. Didn't we talk about that too?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either when he said it to me.
Really?
Yeah, we talked
We
about
talked about
it.
it at the media room.
Yeah, I'm always nervous. If I go to a nursing home and perform, I'm nervous. If I go speak to kids, I'm I always have, I'm always
Really?
What about it makes you nervous? Like, what is it? What are you thinking about?
First of all, I think that it has served me well. It's because it's never normal. I'm never comfortable. I'm always wanting to do my best. I'm always, I'm always concerned about every moment. Will it be good enough? Will it be accepted? Will it be liked? And so there's never a moment where I'm ever dialing anything in.
Gotcha.
Like everything for me is my first. Every project, every album, every song, every moment is my first. Like I'm a new artist. I'm a new I'm a struggling artist every time. Wow. And I think a lot of it, and y'all probably can just even attest to all the guests that you've had that have come from traumatic backgrounds, childhood abandonment, adoption, and all that, is that I think that you are always chasing those.
Got it.
You're always chasing those. You're always looking for that good job, baby, that mama didn't give you, that you didn't have in those formative years. So, every moment is nerves and new. Right. And so at the BT Awards, I'm about to lose it backstage. I'm about to pass. I'm like, wow. And then I didn't know I was going last.
Yeah, I was mad you went last. I was mad. I said you put somebody like that in the front or the middle because it was so late.
Well, yeah, but
we stayed up.
I know we did stay up.
Wow, that's kind of y'all. But what I'm saying though is that you feel even more pressure. It's like, why am I going last? It's like,
because you Kirk Franklin though.
But I'm the gospel guy, and so you don't think of your genre having a space like that. You don't, and you don't even expect it. Like it's almost like it's an honor for even the genre to be acknowledged and even part of the ecosystem, right? But when I found out that I was going last, I mean, yeah, brother, you didn't want to be sitting by me.
Pressure was on, huh?
Well, no, I was letting them go.
So Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre was smelling the little.
And I lied. I was like, oh man, who did that?
Oh my.
Kirk Franklin, the gassy.
Wait.
The gassy one.
Because did you have gas when you were sitting next to me? I ain't smell nothing.
Well, I wasn't nervous talking to you.
Okay, great. Oh, that's good.
Right.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I've been telling people since I met you. It's my first time meeting you. It threw me off. I didn't know you were so like just normal,
cool, and
like so normal.
What does that mean?
No,
I said you a real N-word.
She was like, he's a real.
I said, that's why I've never felt like that about somebody.
What do you think people like? What are people expecting for me to come in floating on clouds?
Yes, a little bit.
That's what people.
And I think that's unfortunate. And I think that we got to find ways to still deconstruct that. I just think that it stands in the way of people feeling like that they can be a part of the family too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody can pull me and be part of this God love wagon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like and so it's always challenging for me when there's this where there's this ideal of what being a person that loves Jesus looks like. And so I want to be the lowliest, the most humble, the most realist person so that you can see, man, that everybody's supposed to be on this bus. Right. And we're all supposed to be riding together, man.
That's right.
We don't always know where we're going, but we riding.
Now, during the BET Awards, they kept showing you when Kevin Hart was doing comedy. And then the whole twist was Kirk Franklin was upset with all the Kevin Hart jokes. And I'm like, they must not know Kirk. So,
bro, I was, it was so good. Those jokes, it was so good. He's good.
He's hilarious.
He's good. But then I'll also give you this side, and I want him capped, right? I think that the biggest thing is for me is that I always have to be careful because I know that there's a community of the super religious that if I enjoy something too much, then it comes across like, well, why he not praying for him? He need to walk out. And so there's this dichotomy that you live in when you say that you represent faith, that it's like, I love Jesus, but I'm not Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm not him.
Right.
I love God. I live in a body that ain't his yet until he cracks the sky and make me more like him. And until then, I live in this broken house, and I live in a world where things are going to be funny. I'm going to stub my toe, and I'm not going to speak a tongue in the middle of the night. I'm going to cuss.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You push me too hard, it's going to be hands. You know, I am not a perfect person, and so when something's funny and it's good and funny, I want to laugh.
How did you stop yourself from laughing? Because he kept going, and you know, Kev was gonna keep going till you get. And you was holding that laughing.
I know.
I feel like I was laughing.
You ain't wifey. You were, but it was like you
laughing.
still was trying to keep that sense of like, all right, like you was like. It was like you were cracking, but you were like still containing yourself. You know?
Was, and it because it was funny.
It was.
Yeah.
It's fun. He's funny.
He's
good, and so you get to see the imperfect Kirk.
But I think also what people don't understand is God don't want us to be perfect anyway. And either like I just Jesus, we not supposed to be perfect. That's why he made us in his image. But it's like if he put us here. And he know everything we gonna do before we do it. Like he already knows. It's like we are not him. We are of him. You know, we're not meant to be perfect. We're just meant to follow him.
And in that, we always should be pursuing to be better. We want to be more like him. We want to be able to be changed in ways. There are things that I see in myself that I want to grow and look more like him.
Right.
But I'm not on your watch.
Yeah.
I'm not on your calendar and how I get there.
Right.
I am on his. And so I think that if we, like I said something on this new digital series I have on called Den of Kings, is that we have to understand, man, that we are patient. We're not doctors. And Christianity is supposed to be a place that's a hospital. It's a hospital. It's not supposed to be a country club. It's supposed to be a place where people that don't have it together can come and everybody can feel comfortable that they know that they don't have it together.
Right.
But when people come to us in our community and they feel like that we are more concerned about their habits and their ways being changed before our eyes, and you're not being changed yet, you're not doing it's like that then people create performance anxiety. That's where the mask comes. It's because if I don't look the way that you think I should look soon, then now I gotta fake it till I make it.
Right.
Yeah.
And then then what happens then, you become a human doing and never a human being.
Got you.
No.
Now they also, I'm sorry, I was gonna say back to the BET Awards, they were mad at one of your outfits that you wore.
They were mad at I was about to say that
One of the outfits I had on this year.
Yeah, they said that you apologized for it. It was you wore like a tank top and some shorts.
No, that was prior.
that was
prior too. We talked about that too at the media room, but
what they mad at the outfit? I mean, it wasn't poom poom shorts. You didn't have a thong on. It wasn't
so
nothing like that.
because they tried to say bro was twerking. Oh, sorry, let me go, bro. They tried to say Kirk Franklin was
Bro said
twerking.
bro?
I didn't.
She definitely called you bro.
Yeah, sorry.
They said bro.
No, I don't think I can address you like that. Yeah, sorry.
Hold up, but pause. What's wrong with pro?
I don't know.
You just feel like it's so crazy how like naturally you just feel like the homie, and I'm like, it's Kirk Franklin.
Why would I not see? We gotta work on that.
I'm saying.
Because it's low key kind of like watching you at the BET Awards and seeing the energy and the movement and all that with your performance.
Oh, your mic went out.
See, God didn't want me to call you bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what happened when you
I said,
called
don't you call him
Kirk
bro.
Franklin, bro. We're still kicking it with Kirk Franklin, Loren.
Talking about the award show though, there were a couple things. So first, people were upset at the performance in a whole. Like they felt like, yeah. I mean, I thought it was a great performance, but I think people, I think it just goes to like the people that you bring onto stage and how you I have a quote here. I think it was Dietrich Haddon was upset about Glorilla winning the award, but they he also mentioned like things being like a mockery of worship and like things of that nature. Do you get tired of that conversation at this point? Or at this point, are you so used to it, it's whatever?
Be real, bro.
Gang, gang.
Gang, gang. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. On everything I love. Right? It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. God bless him and God bless them.
How did you feel about that? Because some people were mad that in the gospel category it was Glorilla and Yourself, it was Little Baby and Yourself, it was Rhapsody, not your quote unquote typical gospel songs. What did you think about that Glorilla won? Her first BET award was a gospel record. What are your thoughts on it, primarily gospel artists?
I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize. I'm trying to keep my focus on the things that really matter. I'm trying to tell the world about Jesus. I'm trying to tell the world that for God so loved the world that he gave his only son. Whoever believes in him shall not perish and have everlasting life. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Everything else is just noise. That's where I'm at.
I feel like you meet people where they are. You've been doing that since I was a little girl. Like, you know, I feel like when you say you meet people where you are, it's always been said you meet people where they are, right? Christ and Christianity and church don't look the same for everybody. So if like a Glorilla can speak to us, the youth, young, you know, and you stamp it and we like, oh, we know Kirk Frank, this is who all of our mothers and grandmothers and aunts played and growing up, and because she is the bridge, you know what I mean? Like she would be the bridge for that. And God uses everybody. Like he can use anybody. He can use a bum on the street. He can use a homeless person. He can use, you know, anybody to lead, you know, so you can pay attention, to bring you to, you know, to God and Jesus. I feel like it's not, why is that frowned upon? You know what I mean?
There's a text in scripture. There's this moment where the disciples were talking to Jesus about people that were not part of their crew, that was also using his name and trying to do things in his name, and they were upset about it because they were not part of the crew. And so they came to Jesus. They pulled him, like, yo, man, you need to go pull up on a boy and them. They over there saying your name and trying to do boo 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 in your name, and we really need to squash that. And Jesus was like, yo, if they over there and they're still trying to do good things in my name, even though they're not part of our crew, I'm not going to squash that. It's because they're still telling people my name.
Yeah.
And so I feel that it is the same, that today that Christianity has for so long been a country club, and you've had to have a membership, you've had to look a certain way. Like, let me tell you one thing that's funny to me is that people always say to me, and even Tammy sometimes, is like, you know, like, y'all look younger now than y'all did when y'all first started. Let me tell you what a lot of that was. We were assimilating to what the church, if you were young in church, you had to look old to be thought of as serious.
Right.
Like, they didn't take you serious if you did not look a certain way. So you dressed, you had them long, you know, you had the long jackets, you know, the square toe gaiters, you know.
And Tammy probably had the big lampshade hats. You know.
First time I took it to Kojic Convention, we were 25 years old, and you know, God bless Church of God in Christ, love Church of God in Christ, you know, but there's a certain aesthetic that sometimes you have on. Tammy, 25 years old, got a big old hat on, gloves, and she said, I felt like trick or treat. you know, because we were trying to assimilate. You're trying to do all the things to be accepted as a young person, and so now I mean, we're just comfortable being who we are, and I just think that it is really, really important to just put people back on the focus of what matters. He's what matters.
That's right. Now, what was the concept of Den of Kings? What inspired that?
Bro, first of all,
you gotta talk to the mic.
Bro, first of all, bro.
Don't give me in trouble. They're already gonna drag me for saying it once.
That's the motif of the show, right? Bro. And it's a beautiful thing. But one thing that I'm very excited about is that I just had this idea that I've always been told that people enjoy the way I hold court during dinner. Like, when you go to dinner with me, we're gonna chop, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop about politics, you know, we're gonna talk about religion, sex, we're gonna talk about whatever and get it in. And so during my birthday, I came to Atlanta. Well, I went to Atlanta, had dinner with some of my good guy friends, and they were like, yo, bro, you need to turn this into something. It's just, you know, because I've had really great conversations. And so with that, I just thought about having dinner with black men and what that could look like in that conversation. And so the first episode, shot it in Atlanta, great food, chef, beautiful house. You had Country Wayne, you had Lou, you had Duvall, you had DC
Young Fly,
and it was an incredible moment. And the response has been crazy.
I've been telling everybody I know to watch it.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? Like, were you shocked at the response?
Yes, especially with DC and how he gets deep and how y'all, man, I love that because that's my brother.
I know.
You know what I mean?
He loves you.
Yes,
he loves you.
Yes. And even Country Wayne, like just you gave them that safe space, that vulnerable place where they can talk about things that they don't usually talk about, and they talk about, but they don't go in depth with it. You know what I mean? Like you provide that. And I love to see that. And
it has been, the response has been overwhelming. Like it has been so, we've got another one on deck coming up soon. And it's just, dinner conversations with men, with black men. And I'm humbled, and I want to thank everybody that's been tuning in and watching it. And it's just been an amazing moment.
And it's like men's therapy. It's like watching a men's therapy session.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Is each episode about fatherhood? There's going to be different things that men do.
Different conversations. Next one is about being a boss.
Okay.
And we are going to have so many conversations that are just really just kind of peeling back and just having a really, really, really great conversation. You're going to pull up on one.
Of course.
Don't play.
Whatever you need.
I think Envy and Charlamagne, I think y'all would be so amazing in the sit down. Like it'd be
fire.
Because it's like a real conversation. It's non-judgmental as well.
Non-judgmental. And I want everybody to feel safe. And I try to lead with vulnerability and transparency myself. So I try to create the environment that makes you feel safe and comfortable.
Will there ever be a episode with you and your baby boy, your son?
It's not that I haven't thought about it. It's because it's still a work in progress.
Yeah.
I would want there to be real healing in his life before there is anything that puts a spotlight that could even be more damaging.
Got it.
To his process. I want him whole.
Yeah.
I don't give a heck about ratings. I was gonna say something else. But I just want him whole. And so whatever is going to be for his best healing, and a lot of times that happens when the cameras are off.
Yeah. What's your relationship now with him?
It's still work. It's still work. Now the beautiful thing that has happened is, I ran into my biological father,
of course,
after all these years, and here's what's the most incredible thing about God. Everything that my oldest son needs, that's his profession.
Your dad's profession. Wow.
My biological father's profession. And I think you can impact that.
Yeah.
Right? Everything that my oldest needs. So my biological has come in because that's his grandson now. So he has a personal interest in him being whole. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's still process.
I was still kicking it with Kirk Franklin. Do you regret what you've done in gospel music because it took so much time away from your family?
That's an incredible question. I think that any man, in my humble opinion, that is ambitious and driven will always look back and have regrets on how the people around them have had to suffer because of that.
Because your family suffered, but you brought joy to people. You probably saved 1,000,001 lives with your music and your dancing and the word. But you might have hurt a couple in the family because you weren't there. So how does that balance out? And as a father that works a lot, I feel that sometimes. It's like, damn, should I be home during this time? But I gotta pay bills.
See, Den of Kings, because y'all talked about this on the show.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. You have many regrets. You have many regrets, and you have confusion. It's because it's almost like if you were not driven, if you were not a dog, if you didn't have that attitude, then you wouldn't have been what you are. But you also know that many around you, whether it's your wife or your kids, that they've suffered a lot. that they've gone through a lot because it comes with a heavy price. And I think that for me, mine also has another level of kind of dichotomy, is because you also don't want their kids' faith to be, I don't want having to do with Jesus because Jesus was the dude that kept my daddy away. So I'm trying, you've also tried to have that nuance space in that too. Now, the beauty of my children is their mother. My children are great because of their mama. Tammy is like, she just that Midas touch. But then her mama was that. Tammy's mama was that. Tammy's mama's like that with me. Just that Midas touch. And she knew I didn't have a mama, so it's bam, just that Midas touch. But yeah, you live with a lot of regret. You live with a lot of guilt. You live with a lot of questions. You live with that internal war of missing things and wondering what it would have been more like for you to be at home. But then at the same time, you also that dude that wakes up in the middle of the night with dreams and ideas and ambitions and songs. Like I wake up in the middle of the night with songs and I'm at a basketball game and I got to step outside to put something in my phone because if that song don't work, then I can't pay for that school. And I can't pay for that college. I can't pay for that your new car you want after you graduate. It's like, there's that tension.
Right.
It's because people are blessed by your sacrifice, but then they're also hurt by your sacrifice. Yeah. And I don't know all the answers. I just try to show up and be honest.
Gotcha.
What I love that you said social media is not evil. It's broken people that use it as a tool of evil.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So does commentary on social media affect you at all?
Yeah, it can. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think anybody be lying if they say that they do. And I think that we all try to do our social media fast, and we try to pull back. Like after the BT Awards, I was like, I'm not reading nothing. I don't want to read nothing. I don't want to have it. I don't want nothing, And then, a few days later, you find yourself
looking at
man, please, it's about Jesus.
Yeah.
Right. So, you find that tension and you try to do the best. I really believe, y'all, and I know y'all got to wrap me up real soon, man. I believe that everything that we discuss can be summarized in these major points of humans have to be more kind to humans. That we here's the illustration before I go, right? If you are on an island and the island is now slowly sinking into the water, and the only way off that island to the other piece of bigger land is this rope, this tightrope. And everybody has to walk across that tightrope. Now, mind you, they're walking over water that is shark infested, right? So if you fall off that tightrope, but that's the only way to get off this island, is this tightrope. Everybody that is getting on that tightrope, if you're standing there watching them because your turn is coming up next, you're not going to be sitting there criticizing how they're getting off on that tightrope. You're not going to be going, look at her feet. Look at the feet. She's not even walking on it right. Look at that. You're not doing it because you know why you're not doing that? Because you know you're next. So you sitting there going, please, man. Oh God, please let her make it. Please. She made it. Because that gives you hope that you can make it.
Yeah.
That's what life is. It's sinking. And we're trying to get off, and there's only one way. But we're criticizing each other while we're trying to get off. That's the only way. There's no boat. There's nothing. The only way off this sinking island is this thin, difficult way. We should be praying people make it instead of complaining how they walking.
Wow.
Because you next. And the church said,
Amen. Dang.
Well,
dang, I was. Let me do one more question. Go. How did you listen? You got some of the strongest pipes coming up out of your choirs. Like I'm talking about, like everybody was like a lead singer. Everybody. How did you find these people?
That's how I do it.
That's how you do it.
I do it. Is I look for lead singers,
individually.
It's I go after artists.
Yeah.
It's I look at people that I see an artist in them. Come rock with me, and that's what I do, and that's why they're so amazing. Yeah. No, but that's dope that you caught that.
Since I was little, I'm like, how everybody can not just sing, but sing. Everybody can sing. Like he could have had, like everybody do their own solo.
Yeah.
Dope.
Crazy, man.
No. Thank you for that. Thank
but
you.
I want to say I love you so much.
Love you too.
I've been inspired since I was like just so young. Just those long mornings. My mother pop your CDs, and for every CD we had, you know, I grew up on you.
Dope.
And I love you, and I'm so happy that I got to meet you.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
This is so crazy. This is the first time you met him because he's here.
No,
second time. Remember with her son.
But it's just
90 times. Kirk's always up
no.
there.
I met him before. I
Kirk's
met
the
him
only one
before.
that he just walk right
But
in.
it is
Come
kind of
on.
crazy, me and Kirk Franklin,
But it's
because
just-
you've been
yeah.
in our household are literally.
been
I
in
know
my
word
house.
for word. I know that like everything.
Yeah.
My whole life. So meeting you was just like.
So I'm happy.
Oh, it's Kirk Franklin. Like, okay.
And it is just your presence, though. So I thank you so much just for all of your work and everything that you've done. You've contributed to my household and to gospel, the word of God, everything. Thank you.
That's kind of
yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Den of Kings, you can check it out on YouTube. New single, Do It Again. We're about to play that
Do
right
it again.
now.
Hey,
You want to pray for?
And we have to leave with a prayer. What's wrong with you?
Can you call
No, I was like,
You gonna call, you gonna ask bro to pray for you?
First of all, he prayed for me at the media room as well too.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I am always covered in prayer. Thank
Okay.
you. All right.
You always covering your wig too, but let's go this quick.
That you see the shade. I need you to
And
pray
that's
for
not
him.
even a wig.
Exactly.
That's why she don't wear wigs. She don't
Exactly.
wear wigs no more because they talked about him so much. They didn't talk them right off.
So are we including praying for a zaddy, or are we not?
Yes, please.
She needs a zaddy too.
If you allowed to say that to God, go ahead. I can't. I feel like I can't say it.
I'm being funny.
Yes.
Man, Father, wow, man, thank you so much that you are just the most kindest, most patient, creative of them all. Thank you, Lord, that you constantly just forgive us when we mess up, and that you are always wanting us to win, because when we win, it makes you look great. Father, we know that the world is crazy, and Father, I want to thank you for these 3 soldiers, for the 4 soldiers, and how they are doing their best to try to plant seeds of goodness in the earth. Just watch over their families, watch over their lives. If we've ever needed you before, we need you in the world now. Please break down the walls of religion so that we can be able to see the light of your Son. And I'm talking about your Son, S-O-N. And Father, we want him to be glorified in our lives. We are far from perfect, messed up, and we love the fact that you take the lemons and make lemonade in our lives every day. Thank you for not giving up on us. We want to make you proud, want to make you happy. In your name, Jesus, amen.
Amen.
All right, well, there you have it. It's Kirk Franklin. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
On The Breakfast Club.
In the words of Charlamagne the God, he's a donkey,
Oh man, Charlamagne, you giving donkey today to who now?
Well, Busta Rhymes, Donkey today goes to Summer from Baddies Africa. Respectfully, I have never heard of this woman or this show in my life. I asked Jess Hilarious this morning, what is Baddies Africa? And Jess explained it to me. What did you say?
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
Baddies is just baddies. They just over there in Africa. They took the shenanigans over there and still fighting over dumb stuff. All them bitches, same bitches.
So
That's it.
so it's no Africans.
No, ain't no Africans on the show.
Oh, they just doing it in Africa.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What?
And it's on Zeus.
Yes, you know all the answers to all the questions you asking.
Well, because I asked you earlier. Now, I still don't know what's going on, but I saw that a young woman on the show named Summer issued an apology for something she said on the show, and I just thought it would be a great moment to teach, okay? Let me read the headline. Summer issues an apology for recent controversial Emmett Till comments. Let's listen to the comments.
You gonna always miss. Bitch, you wish you could be like me. That bitch face was like Emmett Till.
Damn.
Oh, Summer. You didn't learn from Lil Wayne. Maybe you too young to remember, but Lil Wayne back in 2013, he had a line where he said, beat that poom poom up like Emmett Till, and people got pissed, rightfully so. If you don't know who Emmett Till is, I would encourage you to watch the movie Till, which came out in 2022. Simple and plain, Emmett Till was murdered in 1955 for allegedly flirting with a white woman. Her name was Carolyn Bryant Dunham. She accused Till of whistling at her and making unwanted advances, and claimed Till grabbed her and made lewd comments. Later, she reportedly admitted the claims were false. Okay? A lie. Look, Summer, I don't know you. I respect your apology, because she did apologize already. And in her apology, she said, what did she say? She said she is committed to learning and growing. She said a whole lot of other stuff, but I really want to hone in on that part. She said she is committed to learning and growing from this experience. That's all we could ask of people. And I know some folks don't feel like they should have to teach people about certain things, and I disagree, because everyone doesn't know. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons people should never make jokes about the Emmett Till situation, okay? Number 1, it's a symbol of racial terror and injustice. It was a brutal act of white supremacy that helped ignite the civil rights movement. We wouldn't enjoy the freedoms we have now without that movement, Summer. So when you joke about a situation like that, you trivialize the pain and trauma inflicted on us Black Americans. Number 2. It disrespects the family and legacy of Mammy Till, okay? Mammy Till had an open casket funeral to show the world what racism and white supremacy had done to her son. When you make fun of how he looked, you make light of the gravity of her choice. Once again, that choice sparked the civil rights movement, which enables us to enjoy certain freedoms and liberties. Number 3, it fuels desensitization. We already desensitized enough. We can't joke about extreme suffering because when we do that, it normalizes violence and makes people not have empathy. When you laugh at atrocities like Emmett Till, then it becomes easier to ignore them and repeat them. Black pain and trauma is not a joke, okay? Those are my 3 reasons. Now, I don't know if this is true or not. Jess, you can tell me. But on the internet, they say Summer don't wash her ass.
That's what they saying up and down the comments. She dirty.
What you mean? They say she don't wash her ass. They say she don't bathe or shower. I don't watch the show, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what they said.
Have you ever seen that on the show?
No, I never seen nobody not bathe. I don't watch the show. My little sister does.
I don't believe you. Okay. I saw a post on social media. Okay. Me or Jess don't watch the show, allegedly. So I don't know if this is true on whether or not you bathe or not, Summer. All I know is you can't be dirty physically and mentally. Okay, you got to pick a struggle. So if you don't wash your ass, in the words of a great Black philosopher, D.G. Yola, you got to get yourself together and at least go give your brain a bath. Okay? Go to church, start listening, and get on the right path. Summer, Emmett Till was 14 years old when he was murdered over a lie. We can't be so morally bankrupt as a people that we on reality TV making jokes about Emmett Till. Because folks already think women on reality TV shows like the one you are on are morally bankrupt. So don't prove them right. Please give Summer from Baddies Africa the biggest hee-haw.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You came in. As soon as I walked in the room, Summer don't take a bath. I'm like, Walker?
I heard him say that too, and I thought he was talking about Summer
like,
Walker
no.
too.
That was the second time after I already asked you. I said, who is Summer from Baddies Africa? And you went in. You was like, oh my God, that show is, nobody on that show is actually African. They auditioned a bunch of people from Africa, but didn't choose none of them.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. All came from my little sister who watches the show. I watch Justin's Cabaret. I do not watch Baddies.
You was on that one. You was on the show too, right?
I was on.
You was on Baddies
Justin's Cabaret.
That's why you got your hair like that.
Jesus Christ.
No, dummy. I was on Justin's Cabaret.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
I hosted the reunion.
Oh, okay.
I used to watch Betty's when Krishan was on there, and I watched a little bit when Tasiki came, but then I just stopped. Tasiki, that's Krishan's sister. Okay. But they fight for no reason. Like it's no reason, no nothing. Like everybody just run around screaming, fighting.
Well, you watch it. That's the reason why.
And what was the context of that clip? Did somebody get beat up? Is that why she said that?
Oh, they was fighting?
They were fighting?
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
The Breakfast Club.
X about me.
Relationship problems?
X about me.
You need to beat your coworker's ass.
X about me.
Your coworker need to beat your ass? Call it up. It's Dr. Jess, and I'm here to fix your mess. It's getting very much messy. Let me fix it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got Steve on the line. Steve, what's your question for Jess?
All right, what's going on, Jess? So, look, check this out. So, me and my girl been going out for 4 years. And, I ain't never wanted to do this. So, I had to, one night, her phone was open, right? And there was a message from another person. So, I looked on there, and it was talking about I love you and all this type of stuff. And I'm like, bro, who the heck could this be? You know what I'm saying? I had all this trust and stuff to my girl. So, I would never thought this would ever happen. You know what I'm saying? As far as with her texting, we've been going together for 4 years. And I confronted her that morning, and she was like, oh, that's just a friend, and we just been friends and all that. You don't have to worry about him. So how you think I should go about that?
Yo.
He done hit now. So I mean, what's the point?
Damn.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, why you think he hit? Why you think he hit?
Oh,
Yo, he talking about he love her and all that. What
Yeah.
you mean? She done.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry. She told you ain't got to worry about him because she done hit, and she probably ain't enjoy it sexually.
This is Jess Fix My Mess. Jess, what do you think?
I'm helping Jess because
I think what Charlamagne said was right. For real. Yo, she already.
Why y'all think she hit though? Like, I mean, that could be just a good friend.
the
I
guy
don't think like that.
The guy said, "I love you, yo."
Got you.
He might not. He might. Well,
Give it
yeah, he
up.
said, "I love you." Damn.
And that's
sorry,
I gotta
Steve.
pack it up. Pack it up and you leave.
Yeah,
and that's
just
what you
pack
get
it
for
up
going
and
through
go.
her phone. Why would you go through her phone? You know she was cheating on you.
You knew.
You just wanted confirmation.
you're right.
You just wanted confirmation. Your male instincts. We always talk about the women instinct. Your male instinct told you that she was cheating on you, and now you got confirmation, but you don't want to leave.
There you go.
And what was she
There
saying?
you go.
What did she keep saying? Because I'm sure you asked her. What did she keep saying?
That she was just more aggressive. She was just more aggressive with the stuff. It was just like, man, you don't have to worry about this. It's just a friend and all that. I'm like, bro, why you so mad, fool?
Yeah, that's because you blew our cover like you was being nosy.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Okay, sorry.
Now you
all
gotta
right,
decide
man.
what
Well,
you
y'all
gonna
have a nice day, man.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to get up out of there. I'm going to hit the road, Jack.
Absolutely, you got to. You deserve better, King.
All right, thank y'all. Y'all have a nice day.
All right. Hello, who's this?
Anonymous.
Okay, Anonymous. What's your question for Jess?
Long story short, I cheated on my fiance, and I found a GPS tracker in my car recently, and I don't know what to do.
Stop cheating. That's what you got to stop doing, because that's why. How long you been cheating? He's obviously been on to you for a while. How long?
Yeah, he found out. I told him I came clean, but we're trying to work on things.
Trying to work on things. So you recently found the tracker after admitting that you were a cheater?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that tells me that he does not believe you. You know, he still does not trust that you are done cheating. Are you done with cheating?
No.
Right.
Damn it, man.
And you are questioning why you have a goddamn GPS tracker in your car and you're not done cheating. So why did you come
I don't know
clean?
what to do with the relationship.
Oh, you want to know? Oh, okay. Baby, you got to get up out of there. If you want to live your life and you still feel like you got some other things that you don't want to cheat on the person, do you? You know what I mean?
I don't, no.
Just leave him. Because you're not happy. You're cheating for a reason, and he's not happy either.
I still love him, though. I do.
And that's how it works. You always love the person that you cheat on. You know what I mean? You love them, but it's something that he's lacking that you can't get there, right?
Gotcha.
Something that he's not doing that you really, really wish that he would do. And although you don't want to leave him, you still find... you're still looking for something else, and you're finding it out in the streets, and that's still not. Are you married, or this just your boyfriend?
We're engaged, and we bought a house together 8 years ago. So
y'all ain't making it down that aisle, girl. I know you love him, but damn, you ain't even married, and you cheating. I think you should just.
Right.
I think you should just revoke that whole engagement. Go and live your life. How old are
took
you?
the ring already.
How old are
I'm
you?
46.
You 46?
Yeah.
Too old to be playing around.
Okay. She need to be Neo's fifth girlfriend. That's what it sounds like. You into the poly situation. I think that's what you need. You need somebody who's going to be comfortable with you doing these things. I know he already bought the ring. I understand. But would this be better that he found out after you married him or right now? I think it makes more sense that he found out now. And I think that you just need to look in the mirror and just be honest with yourself. Marriage is not for you, especially not a committed marriage. It's not for you right now. I'm not saying forever, but that ain't something that's for you right now, because you got to give him the choice. You know what I mean? Right now, you're not really giving him a choice. You want to lead him on, and he marry you, and you're still gonna cheat. I love your honesty. You like, no, I ain't finished cheating yet, but you can't walk down the aisle. I love it.
I talked for a reason. Like, I'm not trying to. Excuse me.
Okay.
I want real advice.
Yeah.
So just like I have to tell my therapist everything.
Yeah.
He can't help me if I lie or if I withhold.
Yeah, and that sets you apart from everybody else. People be calling up here lying to me, leaving out parts of the story. I applaud your honesty, but you cannot get married, and you have to tell him that you're not ready for marriage.
But I'm the one that wants to get married, and he doesn't. He's the one that's holding back. Obviously he gave me a ring which indicates he would want to marry me, but he could also just be leading me on.
Leading you on?
We've been together 10 years.
Yep. You can't get married. The advice is still the same. I know you want to get married, but you're not ready. I'm telling you, this ain't even about him no more. This about you. You're not ready to get married. You're not, because you're not finished playing the field. You know what I mean? And that's totally fine, but you got to do that single, you know? He already got trust issues. You found a GPS tracker. That is scary. It's scary as hell. But what's also scary is being engaged to somebody that keeps cheating. It's crazy, and it's scary knowing that I have to track my woman because I'm afraid that she ain't gonna never stop cheating. I know she's doing something, and we ain't even make it down the aisle yet. So yes, while marriage is something that you want, that's a little further down the line for you, boo.
Thank you.
You're welcome, babe.
Good luck, mama. Just fix my mess.
See what I'm saying? And you wanted Amber Rose to stop the slut walk. Okay.
I ain't want her to stop. She wanted to stop because of her.
These ladies need something to do.
Jesus. I didn't want her to stop. I just felt like it was complete contradictory why she stopped.
800-585-1051. Just fix my mess. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here. And Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
Positive note is simply this. Learn to be done. Not mad, not bothered, just done. Protect your peace at all costs. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?